Hello and welcome back to Redneck Snack and Favorite Reviews. So, all this hype around the return of Dunkaroos. Now, Buddy Crocker is the company that does this return of Dunkaroos. I have no clue who used to do it. Honestly, I don't care. I was born in the late 90s. These were apparently around until 2012. I don't know if I had ever had these things in my life. Um, I think they resonated more with kids that were born in the early 90s and before then, more so than the ones that were born in the late 90s. All kinds of crazy things went on in the 90s. You had, you know, Pablo Escobar, he got caught finally. I've been watching Narcos, that's why I brought that up. You got Full House, that ended in the mid 90s, I think, right? I can't remember. I mean, I've watched a good bit of it, and I've pretty much watched all of Fuller House. I really just need to watch all of Full House. But that's beside the point. 90s were a great time. There were a lot of great things. SpongeBob started in the late 90s. I really love the retro packaging, just the retro everything that they've been doing with it. The social media accounts have been on fire. It's been great. It's been enjoyable to watch, and I'm pretty excited. It hyped me up. All of these snack and food pages, they're hyped up, and a lot of these people were 90 kids or very young adults, or very young kids in the 90s. So there's a reason for that excitement, and a lot of the people who are into these snacks and things are currently like in their 30s at the max, I would say. I'm in my 20s, so I'm pretty young at all of this, so I don't know everything from the past, but I know these used to be really popular, and they're a hit now, and 7-Elevens are selling pretty quickly if they have them. So yeah, it's pretty exciting. Get my hands on these. I did have a couple earlier, not from this package, obviously, but another package. But now I get to like eat all of them without any refrain. So that's going to be awesome to do. But yeah, like I kind of get jealous when I see these big foodies, these big snack review pages that have 100K followers. I'm not jealous of that. Eventually, I will probably have a good following. It's been slow lately though, but more so, I'm a little more jealous of when they get these packages from these big companies um, that are really sweet. And so Dunkaroos, they made a windbreaker, and they made a lunchbox and stuffed it with all these stuffed scrunchies and water bottles and a windbreaker that I would really love to have. And I messaged them. I don't think they ever replied. But I messaged them and I was like, "This is something you need to sell on your website because it'll make money. It'll get people in it." Old hipster fashion, that is a trend these days. Bringing things back from the '90s and other times it's always popping up. Mullets are a thing. This fashion is always cool, and so the this looks like cheese puffs kind of print. In the background of this. I don't really know what to call it, but squiggly marks. That was a very trendy thing in the '90s, and I wish I had lived more life in the '90s, but I did not. So, yeah, I mean, like, '90s were a cool time, man. Growing up in the early thousands, that was also a pretty cool time. These days, we're just like so absorbed in technology, and things are not as. There's a lot of things in the media that are not as cool, not as creative, not as fun. It makes me miss the simpler times. A lot of people, they're like, "Oh, everything's better now," and it is, and by some standpoint. But there's a lot of things that were better back then. And like, especially when you have a pandemic like this, you kind of just wish you were in the past. But if a pandemic like this would have happened, 10 years ago, oh, who knows what would have happened? Who knows how society would actually look today? It would be a scary thing to think about. But I know I'm rambling on. I have the platform to do that. Why? Because everyone's tried these, posted about them. So, just gives my unique opinion about the 90s, times that were simpler, before I dive into my opinion on this product specifically. But yeah, I mean, I do miss being a kid. There's a lot of stresses of growing up, stresses with people, stresses with things. Life is not as easy. So I do miss the past for sure. But that's just me. I don't know. And things like this just remind you of your childhood for sure. I was not one of these people that are crazy excited about this because I've never really had this product. But like when they got rid of Twinkies and brought them back, I bought me a box. And I was still a kid then. That's really weird to think about. I was a kid when they got rid of them, and it was only gone a couple of years, of course, but, like, man. So anyways, I rambled on enough. I'll put that in the description. If you don't like this video, whatever, don't thumbs it down, and then even if you do, you're helping me out, so yeah, this has two basic components. It's got the frosting, or the icing, or whatever, and then it's got the cookies. Now, what they've noted is that what a lot of the people reviewing noted is that it's really good, in their opinions, but that the cookie's different, that it's more like vanilla base, rather than the graham base that they used to be. I've never had them, so I can't tell you how they're different. So that's a drawback of this video, but, I'm excited for the future of Dunkaroos because I think that they have potential to expand the line, just like with what Hostess has done in their comeback. They've expanded their line to so many things and done so many different new things, and it's been extremely fun to watch what Hostess can do, what they're capable of under new ownership and management. And that's what today's world is like. I think that's one of the biggest improvements we've made is like we've expanded the snack game to a crazy realm. And so that's what I see for Dunkaroos. This is only the beginning. They're going to have chocolate Dunkaroos. They're going to have regular Dunkaroos with chocolate frosting, I'm sure. They're going to have all kinds of things. So I would be on the lookout for that. But I'm not going to promise it anytime soon. I'm just saying it's going to happen. So this is a good thing to keep our minds off of the pandemic for at least a couple of days, I'd say. And then, I don't know. I think things are shaping up pretty well right now. But I've rambled on enough, and I know you're probably tired of hearing me, but, when you do one review a day, it's kind of what you do. There's people on a golf cart riding down there. Sorry, I live in the country. Just things that happen. Anyways, let's get this done with. Got 2 cookies together in my hand. I think they're good. I think they're really sugary, right? Really sweet. I don't really know what it reminds me of. To me, the little things, yeah. Now I know what it reminds me of. It reminds me if I took a vanilla wafer. I love those things. And I hope y'all love those things too, as simple as they are. It reminds me of a vanilla wafer, and you dip it in like good old frosting. And I don't tell nobody I said that, because people might start getting ideas just by frosting and wafers, and then Dunkaroos might lose out again. But honestly, that ain't happening. Dunkaroos will be around forever and ever and ever. because it's just so simple. It's enjoyable. It's not over the top. It's not a lot. It's 200 calories. I think it's not. I think it's, well, it's 190, but I think that's still 90 calories too much. But again, no one wants to go out and buy frost and anything for no wafers. You know, this is simply good enough. It's solid. It's enjoyable. Now, are they overhyped? I guess so. They're enjoyable. They're really good. I don't know. People aren't crazy over these things. And I think they kind of are like crack. They're a little bit addictive. Now, do I know what crack is like? No, I don't. I ain't done no drug in my life. Unless you consider alcohol a drug, which it is, but it's been a while. Anyways, this is enjoyable. Kind of throws me back to my childhood when I would eat smaller snacks, you know, some little snack pack things. So it's really throwing me back, and I like that. I really do. Speaking of vanilla wafers and throwing it back, do y'all remember when they had like rainbow colored vanilla wafers? Oh man. Now, I love that. And the reason I love that is because I just love color, man. I'm a guy who just loves color. And I'm sorry if you're colorblind, because that sucks. But again, with technology, they're making glasses that you can see color. But I'm just, you know, thinking, I miss those. And with the trend of gay pride being so big and so influentially monetary, having such monetary influence on everything, why don't they just bring them back out? You know? Good excuse to make some money. That's how business, that's how they run. You know? Anyways, I've rambled on enough, and I've already finished these. I've got some frosting left. I might finish that. Who knows? Really solid. I don't want to give it a 10 because I really don't know why anyone would ever give something this simple a 10. But I think it's really good. I'm going to give it a 9.5. Because to me, it's very simple. And nothing crazy. And you could pretty much just buy vanilla wafers and Betty Crocker icing if you want to have the big version of it. But and that's probably what they'll consider in the future, is making a bigger version of this product. But we're starting simple. We're starting with what we know is good, and that's how a business is always supposed to run. Just like when Hostess came back, it was just a Twinkie, a few other things that we already knew was good, and then they just started going crazy when they had the money. So they'll get the money, they'll make new things. That's my anticipation. I don't know what y'all anticipate, but anyways, most of that review was just me rambling on. So I'll probably put in the title, Reminiscence of the 90s, or my childhood. So anyways, 9.5, very solid. I recommend. You can find them at 7-Eleven right now, but they will be coming out in stores around July. So I don't know what to expect in like servings for that. I don't know if they're going to do like a 6-pack with these or what. But in the long run, I expect them to make a bigger product line, because you don't usually survive as a business if you stick to one product. That's usually just not how it works in the business world. So anyways, that's what I got for y'all. And I hope you enjoyed this review, even though most of it was just me rambling on. So, I forgot to tell y'all at the beginning of the video, so I'll tell y'all now. Go ahead and like, comment, and share this video. Subscribe to my YouTube channel. Check out my Instagram, Redneck Snack and Food. That's all I got for y'all. I will see y'all around. Got one more video tomorrow. Well, I always got a video every day. Try and do that. But I'll have a video up for y'all tomorrow. Hopefully it won't be too long, just like this one. But yeah, Dunkaroos are back, and you can find them at 7-Eleven. I'll see y'all around. Yee!